And we are back with another episode of Beyond the Streams. I want to do something new, and maybe this could be something that we I don't know, maybe something that we could do this. Um, so as always, next level, Rojas back at it again with some more shenanigans. I don't even know if we're qualified to do this, but whatever.
We are qualified to be ourselves, and this is what we do.
Because we're tech savvy.
Oh God, you're gonna bring that up in every show now, man.
every show. So I want to do what the hell happened July 2020. I know this is an episode now in August, and I want to look back at what the hell happened in July 2020, and then in September we're gonna do what the hell happened in August of 2020. So maybe we could do like a let's see what
series.
Yeah, like some kind of series at the beginning of each month to say what the hell.
I guess. Okay.
So what the hell? TikTok, we talked about that recently. TikTok is possibly being banned. And I don't want to go too far into it, but it was a conversation of some of the stuff that's been going on. When it comes to the streaming community, what the hell happened to Cyberflix?
Oh my God. It wasn't just Cyberflix though. It was like all the Terrarium clones. And then it was like,
list them, name every single one of them. What the hell? And name it.
What the hell happened to Cyberflix? What happened to Typhoon, Cat and Mouse? Man, what are the other ones now? I don't even know. There's so many of them. It's just some people are still using Titanium and Dream TV when the developer said they were no longer supporting those like a year ago anyways. Yeah.
Seriously. What the hell happened to freaking Theater Plus? I thought they were making like a comeback.
Oh,
and
man.
Then
it was strange. It was strange. Like they started promoting a Telegram group and it blew up, like so many thousands of members in there. And then all of a sudden they killed the application. And now the Telegram group is like posting movies.
Yeah.
That's even weirder. I don't know what they're doing. So strange.
They said something, what the last message that I saw from Theater Plus was, if we can get X amount of people subscribed to our YouTube channel, they want 1,000. For some reason, I'm like, wait a minute. You're not going to get monetized if you have 1,000 subscribers. You're partially there. You still need to get the 4,000 hours of watch time also on top of the 1,000 subscribers.
But you know that they were originally a YouTuber.
Right.
Silent Ghost, right?
Silent Ghost.
And then Silent Ghost became Theater Plus, and yep.
So did Silent Ghost get shut down off of YouTube? What happened to that?
I don't know what happened to Silent Ghost. I know he was partnered with somebody. He was working with somebody.
And I thought they were scamming. I thought I heard that they were like scamming people or ripping people off, or they were doing something.
Well, everything starts to get complicated when you bring in live TV.
Of course.
And the last thing that I heard from them is that they were running a service. So that was the last thing that I heard. And then they kept trying to put their applications in the Play Store. When you have an application like this, don't fight with the Play Store. Please, don't do it.
Some people just don't learn. So, okay, so it looks like Theater Plus is going... Well, actually, I know we don't have too much information on it. We heard that they were shut off.
They got a strike, I think. Content strike.
And Theater Plus, the app, copyright infringement or whatever. But and I know this is one thing that we've talked about. Could it be a possible lawsuit coming, or maybe a cease and desist? I think something legally happened. Maybe not a lawsuit, but I think something legally happened to say, "Oh, shut down. We're done."
Mm-hmm. I think typically it is a cease and desist.
Yeah.
Especially if they're hosting their files like online, like a seed box or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, it is a cease and desist. Um, but it made me start to think because there is an application called a Telegram Media Player, I think it's called, and all it does is it plays videos from Telegram. And there's so many channels out there that are sharing TV shows and movies. But now it looks like Telegram is cracking down even harder on people who are sharing TV shows and movies. So it's like, I don't know. At one hand, that concept of that kind of application where it's like community, like a community player where people are sharing files sounds kind of cool. But then Telegram's obviously chasing the copyright content to kind of keep themselves afloat, right? They want to make sure that they're above board. So it's always a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah. And okay, so what the hell happened to Cyberflakes? I know we've talked about this several times, and people say, well, APIs were taken down. Well, you need to buy the Cyberflix Cyberflix Premium. That's messed up. Mike Tyson, if you're watching me, please don't punch me in the face if you run into me.
Well, you know what he says, right?
What?
Mike Tyson says that social media, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember the exact quote.
Social media.
I can't say it like him. I'm not going to try. But he says social media has made people not scared to say what they want and not get punched in the face.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Back in the day when you wanted to be a bully, you were a bully face to face, and people were traumatized that way. Now they're being online bullies, and then I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but you'll get some guy who would typically get bullied in real life.
Yeah.
I guess have big boy pants. This is what's funny. Let's just say I was one of those kids that got picked on a lot because I was really, really short. Like I probably could have passed as a midget at one time. I was hella short. At the age of 19, I graduated high school. I was probably like 5'1". I didn't even weigh 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But I was a very late bloomer. I hit my growth spurt way later. And I think men don't stop growing until like 24, I think it is, where women stop growing at like 13 or 14. I forget what it is. But men, we have late spurts. So I remember this kid in, I think, elementary school. This girl she just had a crush on me, and I was in the whole thing like, you got cooties, you probably got coronas.
The coronas.
So I was very like anti, don't hug me, don't touch me, don't. And dude, she came at me and she's like, you're so cute, and she grabbed me and she kissed me on the lips.
Okay.
You know what I did?
You punched her in the face.
I spat in her face.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
I spat. I went and I right in her face. I was like, hell no. I'm like, dude, I don't know what kind of sicknesses you got. I was very like, here's my bubble. You get away. I must have been like 8 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
If a girl tried to do that to me in junior high, I'd be like, oh man, I got something for you to kiss.
I got something for you.
Let me tell you today.
You gonna learn today.
So, she went over to one of her friends. She had like a little clique that she hung out with.
Yeah.
This guy was much taller than I was, much taller. Well, the girl was also much taller than me too.
Well,
so
hell, everybody was.
This guy comes over and he just starts cussing me like, you want to spit on people's faces, you want to do this, you want to do that. And then so he went to hawk up. He was winding up in his throat, and then he went to spit. I put my hand right in front of my face to catch it, and then I put it right back in his face. And then I ran like a bat out of hell, dude. I ran so fast.
Yeah.
This kid started chasing me. Actually, it was like 3 or 4 guys that were chasing me now.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting the name Speedy because I used to run from people a lot. But you know what's interesting now is if I were to get some person that wants to be a, as we call them, keyboard gangsters,
Yeah.
it doesn't take much to be like, where's your IP address? Oh, there you are.
Mhm.
Cool. Let me track it back to your MAC address. Oh, wait, is that your computer? Oh, let's see if your computer turns on the next time you shut it down. And I had one person long time ago that really pushed me to that limit. And I told him, close your DVD drive. And he freaked the hell out when his DVD drive popped up. He's like, there's no way you did that. So I did it again.
Yeah. I used to do that to the school computer. Oh, I didn't do nothing.
You're like, I used to do that somewheres.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think the worst thing that I did to that guy who was trying to be a keyboard gangster, I ended up shutting his computer down to the point that it loops within his BIOS.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now, as you know, I got out of high school, went into the Marine Corps, I grew more, I got taller, I got stronger. I started training, and I know several martial arts. There's a lot of knowledge that I know now that I don't use because it's just, I get in big trouble. But you see now this generation coming up where there are these keyboard gangsters that will try to be dumb, but that nerd that used to pick on back in the day, they're smarter now. Now they're like, cool, you want to mess with me? Guess what? Go check your bank account.
Yeah. I'm kind of happy we're taking a moment and talking about, bullying and kind of how it's changed from when we grew up to what it is today, because it is so much worse today than what it was when we grew up and we dealt with it, right? No matter what it was, you dealt with it right then and there. You didn't have an issue with somebody, they knew about it, you dealt with it at school, and you at home, and you had your personal life. Everything was dealt with at school, and no matter what you were dealing with at school, home was home, and you could get away from it. You could be at peace as much as you could be, depending on your home dynamic, right? Nowadays, they don't tell you to your face. They tell you to social media, and social media spreads like wildfire. And I mean, you like something as crazy as your situation there of as spitting in a girl's face because they kissed you. They could have spun that into all kinds of homophobic situations, and the rumor mill could have started, and it would be so much worse than just dealing with it at school. You know what I mean? Social media has made it so much worse. And we talk about this when we talk about things like VPNs and, watch what you say online. And when people say things on your behalf, I don't know if you saw, so I guess this is part of the what the hell happened in July, but that Twitter hack, did you see who did it? 17-year-old in Florida. Right?
Can we hire him?
But I'm just saying, right? This 17-year-old got God mode on Twitter and started making comments on behalf of the richest people in the world, right? So this is the same kind of stuff. Like, social media is like our online resume of our personality, and people can gain access and make comments on our behalf, make statements on our behalf, make transactions on our behalf. They can do all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, this is a completely different world that we're living in today. It's insane. So, just when we say take care of each other and be humble and be patient, I mean, there's reasons behind all that, because today's society, you don't know what's going to happen, even if you utter the wrong, or you breathe or look the wrong way at somebody.
Here's another what the hell happened. What the hell happened with Buzz TV's VidStick?
They got sold out.
They got sold out so fast.
Yeah.
And man, that vid stick got caught on fire. Literally. They were like
Not
so many,
literally.
not figuratively
Not
speaking.
Gen 1 Fire Stick, literally.
No, not Gen 1. But this device became such a beast. And what was really cool, I know we did a video when we were comparing some of these devices.
Mhm.
Um, some of those specs, you like when you put the playing field all together and you're like, this is what all these little tiny devices do, not boxes,
Mhm.
the TiVo and all that stuff. And TiVo's another one to talk about.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Oh man, what the hell happened to TiVo, man? They what do they do? They turned off USB developer options that you couldn't download something and store it within an external drive.
External drive, something. I don't know. It's just silly.
I just can't believe I'm like, dude, why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
But TiVo,
I don't know.
man,
There's just so many things, right? They're probably going to end up turning it back on.
I think it doesn't make sense to do it because you still have the ability to add third party apps,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. I don't know. To me, it almost seems. I think they must have done it on purpose to see what people do, see what people say.
So here's the thing. They are doing live beta tests. That's what they're doing. So they don't
Mm-hmm.
really know what they're doing. They skipped the whole beta phase of that. I mean, we just jumped right into TiVo, but whatever. They skipped the whole beta phase and beta testing of this device. And they saw an opportunity where Fire Sticks were sold out. We're like, hey, we're going to capitalize on it. Good for them. But who's paying the price now? It's the people who bought the devices because they're playing around with the ADB commands. They're playing around with the software. They're playing around with all kinds of stuff. And the end user's like, what is happening here? So who knows where the TiVo is going to be tomorrow? Who knows where it's going to be next week? It has a lot of potential. It has gotten better than when it first came out because it had a lot of CEC issues when it first came out. I think they fixed a lot of that with some of the releases that have come out recently, but I think there still is a lot of testing and bugs that they have to go through with some of their updates that are coming out now. And unfortunately, people like you and I and everyone in the community are going to be the monkeys that are going to be testing this for them.
Mm-hmm. Here's another exciting news.
Oh,
What the hell happened with the butcher about a week ago? I think it was, and like just recently.
yeah.
Did you hear about that? About what happened to the butcher in blue?
No?
Let me tell you. They had so we had the honor and privilege um to interview the butcher. And if you don't know who the butcher is, he used to be with Universal Resolvers. He helped with the whole Gen template. I'm working my way backwards. And then before that, he was with Noobs and Nerds, also
Mhm.
known as Nan within the Cody community. And then before that was when all the communities, all three of them, Nan, Xunity, and TV add-ons were all just one group. Um, he's been around since the beginning.
Mhm.
Um, and he did a live show. I so wish I was there. I so wish I was there. He did a live show just recently,
Yeah.
and he had the entire group together, noobs and nerds,
Wow.
everybody. I was like geeking out when I saw the replay. I'm like, dude, this is freaking awesome. I saw Kyra, I saw Blue, Griffin, like, oh man, just some old school developers. I'm just like, dude, this is amazing. There is an add-on that they put together called Bob that was such a beast. They were the ones that did it. And I'm like, dude, about 40 minutes in,
Yeah.
um, the butcher screen goes blank and you see his icon and everybody's talking, everybody's doing their thing. And then somebody gave Blue flowers. I don't know if it was her daughter or her son, or I don't know. I don't even know if she has a son or daughter, but I think it was
Is
one of
this
her kids.
where I think it's going?
Yeah. So he gave her one of her kids gave her the flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool." And they're like, "No, look at it." And she's like, "Yeah, thank you. Like, thank you. You know, like this you could see her face light up." And then the butcher's screen comes back on, and he's wearing a suit, down on one knee,
Shit.
and everybody was like mouth to the floor, like, "Holy crap, is this happening?" And he starts talking to Blue, saying, "Hey, I just want to tell you this. Like, we've known each other for X amount of years. I've said this, I've said that. Um, you've rejected me 3 times on coming on my show because you get busy. I hope this isn't the 4th rejection that you give me." But he was just like, he was like, uh, check the vase of the flowers. And she looked, and you saw her face, like her eyes got all watery, and she's like, "Oh my gosh." And then he says, "Blue, will you marry me?"
Wow.
And she was like, "Of course." She pulls out the ring that was inside the vase, puts it on, puts her hand on her face,
Mm-hmm.
like she just cannot believe it. And then she's showing her ring, of course.
Blue's in Canada, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and the butcher's somewhere in the States, I think.
I think he's in Boston or Massachusetts area,
Okay.
I think. Um, so it it was amazing, dude. So they were talking, everybody was like, "Holy crap." She turned off her screen because she was probably crying and
Emotional.
everything. Yeah, he turned off. I'm guessing they probably got on the phone for a few minutes, and then they both came back on the live show within a few minutes. If you want to watch it, if you go to his thing, it's the show that he did on his YouTube channel with all noobs and nerds. You'll see everybody on there. And it's a live show, and I don't know when the date exactly it was, but if you go to any of his videos from the end of July, it might have been on a Friday. End of July. Actually, you know what? It probably was on a Friday, July 31st, maybe. Um, and it would be like, if you go 5-10 minutes in there, and if you see like a grip ton of people on there, that's probably it. If you skip all the way to the 43rd minute of it, just watch. I I was I was like, wow, because I know with this whole COVID thing, you can't really travel, you can't really do things in person, you can't. So these guys, obviously, they care for each other, and I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was amazing. Or are you looking it up now too?
I'm trying to see if I can find it. I want to know what he called it.
I think it was like Noobs and Nerds Reunion or something, or Nan Reunion. Let me see. I could tell you exactly what it is. Uh
Oh yeah, I see it. It was the last. It's literally the last one.
yeah, it was called Streaming Matters EP 93 Throwback
Yeah,
Show Reunion of Nan, Noobs, and Nerds.
yeah, and that was on July 31st.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. I'm like, wait a minute, who's moving where?
Maybe we should get them on for an interview, like, because I mean, they've been dating throughout not only just COVID, but long distance through the streaming community, and maybe just get their input and their feedback about how they were able to make it work and make it successful. So
Oh, for sure. I
that
would
might be
love
an
to have
interesting interview.
I would be like, hey, can we get both of you guys on? We got to do something. We got to do something. There's a big, with the community that we are currently in, when it comes to tech related, streaming related. There's a lot of people, I think, that would be very interested to know how this whole thing happened. So it's another like, what the hell happened here? But big congrats if you guys are listening, Blue and the Butcher. Big
Yeah, congrats.
congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay, here I just found it. Okay, so he puts on his suit. You can see him come on right at about 47 and a half minutes in. So if you're looking for the exact spot, it's about there.
Yeah, that way you guys will check it out. So, wherever you are listening to us, if you are, I don't know if you're allowed to put comments within the different podcasts, but if you can, cool. If you are on YouTube, make sure you guys post us a comment. What is the biggest what the hell moment that you've seen recently? We love to hear from you guys. We love to see some of the comments, and we love to interact with you guys. So, and hopefully you guys love this episode of Beyond the Streams. What the hell? What the hell?
I'm kind of thinking, should we call it like a BS pile? BS
The
moment?
PS file.
BS moment?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I like what the hell. What the hell's good?
All right,
What the hell? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys are sharing the video. Make sure you guys are telling a friend. Share the podcast around. We're gonna be putting a lot of stuff out there. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this one. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. We always got lots of stuff coming. As we always say here, you guys take care of each other,
Stay humble and be patient.
and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.